Well, 5 months later, some relief could be on the way for the town of East Palestine after that toxic train derailment. Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine has asked President Biden to issue a major disaster declaration, saying that is needed so the community can receive available resources from the state and federal level. To this day, that community still cleaning up. Thousands of lives upended, with many still reporting health issues like rashes, coughing, and headaches. NewsNation's Rich McHugh has been extensively covering this story from the start. Rich joins us live. What else was in the governor's letter to the president, Rich?
Hi, Nichole. So it's been 5 months, 151 days since the train derailment, and officials there decided to burn these 5 tankers full of vinyl chloride over the town. Residents say this is a good first move. It could allow federal funds to come in, but it's taken a while. Governor DeWine finally declared the area a disaster. And in a letter to President Biden, he writes this. He says he initially asked for an extension to declare East Palestine a disaster, but FEMA denied the request on June 29th. And while Norfolk Southern has been ordered to pay for everything, DeWine wants federal help should Norfolk Southern not live up to their promise, something residents there say they are not doing. Quote, the possibility remains that voluntary support provided by Norfolk Southern could at some point in the future cease, and this declaration is needed to ensure that the state and federal government use all resources available to step in and provide the community with needed assistance. He cited physical and mental health impacts, economic impacts, property value loss to homeowners and businesses. Quote, I have determined that this incident is of such severity and magnitude that effective response is beyond the capabilities of state and the affected local governments, and that supplementary federal assistance is necessary. FEMA, in a statement to NewsNation, says, quote, we have received the governor's request and it is currently under review. Now, this comes after nearly 100 East Palestine residents made the trip to the state capitol last month to pressure the governor to do so. Residents in East Palestine are sick with vinyl chloride in their systems. Independent testing there has found cancer-causing dioxins in the water, the soil, air filters, their homes. They say state and federal officials are ignoring their concerns. In February, President Biden vowed to come, but has not. Take a look.
Are there any plans for President Biden to visit East Palestine?
I don't have anything to share on a planned visit for the president to Ohio. I don't have any trips to preview for you at this time. No, look, I want to be very clear here. I don't have anything to share on a presidential visit, not at this time, or anything to announce.
That same month, Governor DeWine said the president had pledged to him anything you need. Take a look.
Look, the president called me and said, anything you need. I have not called him back after that conversation. I will not hesitate to do that if we're seeing a problem or anything, but I'm not seeing it.
Now, we reached out to the White House for comment last night. Just today, just before air, we received this comment. I want to read part of it. It says, Norfolk Southern is under federal order to cover the cost for cleaning up its mess in East Palestine, as it does with all requests it receives. FEMA will expeditiously review any requests it receives from Governor Mike DeWine for federal assistance. Now, clearly, it's going to take some days to figure this out, but the big question is, President Obama had promised he would do this. Will he actually follow through on that, Nichole?
All right, yeah, President Biden there. Okay, thank you so much.
Biden, sorry.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.